It is up, everyone. This is Captain Eon speaking, and I'm doing so with the hopes of successfully living today's main idea entitled Taken and Left. You ever think about your legacy? What is it going to be that you leave behind? And isn't what one leaves behind actually what they're currently doing? Well, that's the idea that today's daily dose is medicating me with. Chapter 2, verses 11 to 14 specifically, when God talks about this or presents to me this real life account of both now and the thereafter. See, I feel very strongly that it was Elijah's close relationship with God that got him taken away in such a glorious fashion, and that it was really the garment of praise. It was the covering of righteousness that allowed him to be a witness for God that was left behind. In this translation, it helps me to realize that it was his cloak that Elisha had to put on, whereas in other translation it refers to as a mantle. And I thought about this being like a scepter or something rather than a garment or an article of clothing. And this helped me to make better sense of it as God talks about His Spirit and His ways being a robe of righteousness, putting on this garment of salvation. That all kind of built upon this idea for me. For me, in chapter 2, verse 15, when the people saw him, they referred to him as having the same spirit that was on Elisha. So was it that this cloak, being cloaked in this garment, allowed him to be identified with the righteous and holy? In closing, I want to do so with this idea. And it's the idea that by having this garment of salvation, of Christ, putting on Christ, and being formed and fashioned in His image by the eternal Spirit of our living God, that it'll be this connection that will quicken me away. And if this happens before the end of days, then may the doings, my everyday doings, be left behind as a symbolic gesture of the power that comes only from being cloaked and robed in the righteousness of Jesus Christ. Caption this. And I'm just here thinking about leaving. Sir.